Supply is checked in the supply phase, which happens every 4 or so turns. It's the same time as the weather's checked. Now, a unit is considered to be in supply if it can chase a 14 hex path from itself directly to a supply source or to its own formation baggage train, which in turn can trace a supply line to a supply source. So a supply line to a supply source can be any length. Now, for example, this core here, York's core, he basically goes down and finds, well, this is a bit annoying because that's in the way, a supply source, which is a hex side, which is marked with a fringe supply source indicator. Okay. Also, you can then trace supply from individual units to the corp supply chain, which is here. Okay, and that's 14 hexes, so it's any number of hexes to the actual board edge supply source, or sometimes the actual supply sources are on the map, and 14 hexes then from your baggage train to individual units of the core. Supply paths can be blocked by the presence of enemy units, enemy cavalry vedettes, but enemy zones of control do not block the supply line, just the presence of a unit. Outer supply units suffer the following effects. 1 is subtracted from the initiative rating of demoralised, outer supply officers and combat units anytime their initiative rating is referenced. Outer supply has no effect on movement. Leaders and combat units may use road march and may be given march orders. Outer supply units may not advance after combat. Outer supply cavalry may not charge. Outer supply units in chateaus do not receive the benefits of being in the chateau. Outer supply units during a bombardment may retreat 1 hex upon receiving a 1R result. Outer supply units also suffer problems in reorganisation.